Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Payne, and welcome back to another Black Clover mobile video. All right, guys, decided to make a video about this because I've hit a point in the progression where I need to actually build an LR unit. So I thought, hey, why not discuss this? Because I've been working on it and I want to share this information with you guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about bonds and how to get your units to UR, SSR, LR, whatever the case may be that you need, right? You can see here I've got a couple URs going. I have not been playing this game religiously, obviously, but I am enjoying the hell out of it. I'm not going to lie. So it's been an absolute blast doing this. The one thing I do want to talk about is how to get yourself to the LR stage. So bonds is going to be probably one of the biggest part of the game, and the way you check your bonds essentially is you see this little heart here. It's going to tell you where you are in your bonds with your characters. Now essentially you want to push every character's bonds as far as you can because you get pretty great rewards and they offer you some things. So you can see here as you go through the bonds, they'll give you like EXP pots. You'll get yourself some SSR shared mage pieces, which are going to be rank up pieces. You're going to get yourself the illustrations. Then you're going to have, once you hit level 4 bond, you can actually upgrade your SSR to UR. Right? There's an actual requirement on day 5 of the achievements when you're brand new to actually get an LR unit. So you need to actually push, for example, this also needs to go to bond level 10. So I want to talk about all the ways to get your bonds up and the most effective ways to do so. So first off, I'm going to talk about something I talked about in the last video, and that is going to use some of these mini games and bonuses that are offered in the game. So first thing you want to do, guys, is you want to actually go ahead and cook and always have this available to you for grinding. Okay, so you can see here what each of these do. Like you can see mage collection EXP right here is the cheapest one, bond collection, and all you need to do is either fish, which you can do on the map, or you can go to like a merchant in one of the shops and buy them. It's fairly cheap, and then there's higher versions of it, right? If we go through this, for example, spicy seafood, if you go to, let's see, where's the other one here? Hold on, I'm gonna find it for you guys. There you go, spicy seafood stew. The blue version gives you 15, right? And then that should be right there. What you want to aim for is the 15 one. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, guys, is go ahead and buy these materials. So if you want to know where to get them, just go to source, and you can see here it'll tell you the castle town of Kika or dungeon. So go to this here. Let's go to the town, and we're gonna go ahead and collect some of these items that you need. Okay, so this is going to help you absolutely boost the ways to go ahead and get all of these resources, because the last thing you want to do, guys, is farm for bonds without the extra 15 or 10% bonus. It's a huge difference, especially because you're going to have so many mages that you're going to want to get bonds for to get all of these items out of the way, and you're going to want to push some of these mages that are SRs and SSRs to either LRs or URs, whatever the case may be, right? So go into here, region shop, and you can see here you can purchase yourself even some gear with the coins here. This is one of the achievements, by the way, but you don't need to do that. So I believe crabs was one of them, so go ahead and max that out. I'd purchase everything, to be honest, just because you want those. I think fish was another one too. You can get 10, and then I believe it was onions, if I recall, right? So there you go. And now you can see here there's a couple other things you can purchase. Weekly wise, if you get yourself some reputation higher, make sure you focus on reputation, because you can see here there are some bond items you can buy. So for example, the gift box attacker, there is the gift box defender. These are all gifts you can give to increase your bond, and we'll talk more about that as well too. But you can see here after 6 days these items are returned back into the slot. So make sure you're actually fishing as well if you run out. So once you've completed that, guys, all you have to do then is go back into the hideout and go back and actually start cooking all of these items. And now I'm going to show you guys. Now obviously if you do just regular battles, you're absolutely able to get yourself some bonds, but there's actually a more effective way to do so, and we're going to talk about those, because this effective way will also accomplish other achievements that you need to do. Okay, so very important to note that. So here you go. So you can go ahead and max this. So we'll do this cooking time. You guys can see all the sheep here doing the cooking. It's the strangest thing ever. So there you go. You got 10 of them at 15 bonds. Okay. Now, if you want to, what I would personally do is just save this and not go for the 10 yet. The 10 is pretty, I mean, it's still okay. You can still do the 6 if you want, but you can go fishing and find some of these onions elsewhere and the crabs elsewhere as well, right? So take your time. Don't rush. I would save it, finish that first, and then move on. Okay. So very important to note that. Okay. So now let's donate. Let me just donate all this real quick, Chris. Sorry, guys. Donate. There we go. That's free to play. It's really hard to donate anything more. Okay, so that accomplishes that. Now, if you go to events, you might be able to get some of these other events out of the way by cooking. Let's see, a 7-day event here. right? If you click on day 3, for example, it wanted you to purchase region items. That's great. So we got that out of the way. There you go. That pushes this event further. And this here contains cooking ingredients that you can use for buffs. So if you open that up, you may actually get a couple more ingredients. So let's take a look, right? And this is important for new players because these are things that as you play the game, you're going to want, right? So let's see. So there's the bonds. We'll talk about those shortly. Where is that? There it is, the cooking ingredients. Okay, so max quantity of 2. There you go. No crabs though. So we needed crabs, but it wasn't there. That's okay. So we're gonna open this up. Actually, I forgot to do this as well too. Bam. There we go. Okay. So that was step number 1. Step number 2, like I said, you guys can do challenges if you want. That's going to also raise your bonds as you do regular challenge. But if you see here, there's bond EXP labeled under patrol stages, right? And that's where you're going to get most of your bonds. So if you look here, I'm going to go to forest. This is the forest one, which is the easiest one, right? You're going to see what you can get here every time you go in and you battle. So for example, if you do normal, you get yourself 50 extra bonds, right? And you can see that. And you also get ingredients here, and you get yourself some puzzle pieces. If you do hard, you get the same puzzle pieces and ingredients, but you get yourself 100 bonds. And if you can push yourself to Nightmare even, you get yourself 150. Now, Nightmare obviously is a little tougher. If you look at the power difference, it's 92 versus 88. So still probably pretty doable, to be honest. And I can probably switch this around and make it a little easier for myself with units. But that's the best way to do it. Now, you're going to probably ask, Payne, is there a difference between this stage, for example, and on the other stage? Well, let's go take a look, right? Let's get out of the stage here. Let's go to another one. Let's go to another one in this world here. Let's go to this one here. Okay. If you look here, it's going to be 150, 150. The only difference here becomes the actual items that are being dropped. Okay. You can see here the items that are being dropped here are going to be different. So that's really the differentiating factor. It's not about the bond gain that you gain. It's all about what items actually drop. So you can see here, if I go back to, let's say, World 2 and do some of these distorted areas, I'll show you another one real quick just so you guys can see an example. So let's go into this one. Sorry, it takes a little bit of time to walk over. I wish I just teleported right there. It would have been so much easier. So there you go. And look here. You can see the 150. And again, the only difference is, of course, the drops again, right? So that's what's going to be the difference here, guys. So, but the further you go in the chapters, you can see here the power rating goes much, much higher. So keep that in mind. So when you're farming bonds, guys, the best way to do it is just jump into one of these distorted portals. It's going to be fantastic for you to collect rewards. It's going to be a great way to raise your bonds, and also remember just to equip your food. So let me just show you guys how to do that real quick so you guys aren't struggling with that part either, because a lot of people don't know how to equip their food yet. So let me go back to, let's just do Saucy Village real quick. You guys can kind of see how it looks, okay? Let's go right here and here. Okay, and we'll try. I mean, we could try Nightmare. I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do well enough. I gotta get her up though. Okay, so we're close there for power. Okay, and you guys can see here now. If I go to stage info, right over here, this is where you want to equip your food, right? So you want to put the bond food there, and then you want to start. Okay. All right, guys. So another part here to get bonds, if you don't want to do the battling aspect of it, is go to your mages. You're gonna actually see a section in the bond part right over here where you can actually give gifts to your units. Okay, so there's going to be a few different ways to do this. There's going to be universal gifts, which are right here. You can see here what they are. They do quite a bit of bond gain. You can see 5,380 here to get bonds. And then there's different ones here, right? You have like the attacker ones, which is going to be for someone like Asta who's an attacker. You have defender ones, you have support ones, debuffer ones, etc. Right? So you're going to have to go through this list and figure out which ones you want. Now, the best way to get these, there's numerous ways. One, you can go through the merchants, of course, in every region, but you have to get reputation in order to buy those. And you can obviously purchase them through the shop as well, too. Let me just show you where that is. So you can see here, there's probably like a bond package or whatever the case may be. Through purchasing, I'm sure there's somewhere over here, somewhere. One sec here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see, clear packages. Let's see where they have them all here. Daily packs. Daily packs is free, so you're not gonna get anything from there. That's for sure. Let me just see if I can find this, guys. I'm pretty sure they have them in here somewhere. Free tickets. Get those. Is it Exchange Center? No. Mage pieces. Here it is. Bond boxes. There you go. Okay, so these right here are going to be duplicates of characters that you get eventually, right? And you can trade those in to get yourself some of these bond boxes. Now, this is what I was talking about. There's defender ones, healer ones, debuffer ones, attacker ones, support ones, and then shared ones. So all of these here are going to be pretty good ones. The shared ones are universal, by the way. They can be given to anybody. And then the specific ones, I believe, give a little bit more, if I'm correct. If I recall, that is at least, right? In order to get these, you're gonna, of course, need to get yourself SSR mage pieces, which give you they allow you to enhance your mages. So once you've maxed out, I believe, a duplicate of an SSR, this is what you get next, and then from there you can use it to trade other pieces. And you can see here, there's different versions of trades here you can use, right? It doesn't have to be all of these SSR mage pieces, but they are available to you in order to get them, right? So this is what you want to focus on here, is go check out this mage piece section, and you can focus on getting these ones here in order to complete it. Now you can see here there's also like a way to purchase the SSR tickets, etc. once you've duplicated a few of these, and then a way to get mages as well too. So don't neglect this area. This is actually a pretty important spot here. You definitely want to, you know, put some focus on here and get some of these out of the way. But bond boxes are available through this as well, and it's a great way to level up your bond without actually having to do any stamina use or any battles. All right, guys, I think that pretty much covers it. I don't remember there being a bond section anywhere else. Let me just double check to make sure I'm correct there. I'm pretty sure that's the case though. Yeah, it looks like that's pretty much it. Weekly subscription. Does this give you anything? No, this gives you skip crystals. These are just buy regular crystals. This is the monthly pack. So nothing here, I don't think pack wise there's anything here that you can even purchase with real life money. I'm sure, actually, no, there's bonds. There you go. So if you plan to spend, you got a couple of bond packages right there. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. And then I think weekly ones, talents, skills, weekly growth, promotion, summon pack. So yeah, no, nothing there. This right here is definitely worth it. You guys should be spending it if you have money to spend. This is what you want to go for, by the way, for packs. You don't want to buy. I can do a whole video on that as well too. I've talked to a few friends who spend, and probably more efficient ways of doing that. All right, guys. Anyways, that's pretty much covering every aspect of growth. All right, guys, I hope this video helped. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'm more than happy to help. Remember, my Discord is available. There are Black Clover M players there as well. You're more than welcome to join for free, or you can join the membership and take some of the perk advantages that offers. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.